know what he's selling. Here's a square, overly prepared, the most unlikely to pull up a chair. Welcome to the Felon in the Square.
Episode 29. What's the goddamn deal?
You know, sometimes I just want to get a part-time job at the dollar store just so I can say, hey, can I get a price check? See, I told Patricia that joke and she was just like, Ryan, that's stupid. And I was just like, what? Wouldn't that be hilarious? It's like, excuse me,
How much
price
is
check?
this?
Ryan, everything's $1. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting.
Gosh, makes
Can
sense.
I get a price check? Price check, please, on the frozen food. Price check, frozen food.
Dude, what
Motherfucker's $1. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
I'm sorry.
That's a steal.
Wow. You should really advertise this.
You guys should really let the secret out of the bag.
I don't know. Holy moly, batteries too. Oh,
Jesus.
man.
That's one of those places, bro. Like,
Dude, don't sleep on the dollar store.
do
mate.
not. You can get pens, pencils, paper, batteries, toilet plunger, sandwich bags, pregnancy tests, candy, balloons.
I'm pretty sure a dollar store pregnancy test was what we used on both kids.
Dude, they
When
work
we
just
found
the
out
same.
it's the same thing.
It's the same.
It tests the same chemicals. It's
Same as the
motherfucking
same.
dollar. Yeah. Well, so it doesn't digitally give you a smiley face or some shit. It's the same thing. It's the stick you piss on
Yeah.
and then you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't spend more than $1 on something you're gonna piss on.
You really shouldn't.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that the first thing on your list was fucking pins. Like, of all the things that you can get at the dollar store, you get pins, pencils, some notebook paper. You know, all them school supplies, baby, on lock.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
You
I
can
don't like playing to the camera. I'm gonna look at you.
Mhm.
I feel like that's better because I feel like I'm just staring at a light.
Right.
I
You
don't
can
like it.
You can get toys.
Mm-hmm. Dude, anytime Ez is like, I want a toy, I'll be like, I'll take you to the dollar store right now.
All day.
Mm-hmm. And he gets the same damn toy and it keeps breaking. And I'm like, dude, what does this tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you keep going to the same? You fish in the same lake for too long, you're not gonna catch any more fish.
Mm-hmm.
Just some tired ass fish.
What is the go-to toy for him?
He likes those freaking. They're like these little robots with like guns, but they're like cheap, straight from China type toys.
Yeah.
It's like
arsenic in the paint.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck it.
Fuck you, Americans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's totally like that same thing. And every time I'm like, dude, there's other stuff here. You can get a wrestling figure this big.
Pencils.
Pens, pencils.
Paper.
Some notebook paper. You have a project? They have poster boards too.
Yes.
Bet you didn't know that. You could buy headphones.
Yes.
Hangers.
Trash bags.
Hangers by the 8s.
Bro.
Because that's a normal number of hangers.
You can buy cleaning supplies, oil for your car.
Dude, no bullshit. Comet, Ajax, that cylindrical, old school, peel back the paper 3 holes, sprinkle that powder all over the place. Grandma used it. It was good for her. It's good for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason to stray. And that's just $1. And it says 42% more on the thing. So I'm like, wow.
This is a steal.
That's a deal. But they've started doing this thing where it's like special item, $5. And it's like, what are you doing? Motherfucker, this is the family dollar.
Right. I feel like you're trying to take our relationship too quickly here.
It's like, okay. I would typically come in and buy 5 things from you for $5. But right now, you're trying to push one thing on me for $5. And no, I don't want cash back, which you charge me $1 for.
Violation.
I don't know. But what's worse than that is that when you go into those other stores at like Dollar Tree, when it's like, oh, it's a dollar store, you walk in, it's like $16. It's like, wait, what? Just
Dollar
because everything's
General.
rounded, yeah. Just because everything's rounded to $1 doesn't make it a dollar store.
Right. Yeah. Walmart's a doll hair store.
Walmart does weird shit. Like they'll do like $2.44,
Yeah.
$3.88.
We're rolling back the prices. It's $11.78.
Ooh, it was $12.78 last week.
Jesus.
Keep rolling. What? See, Fred Durst, you're missing an opportunity here to do advertisements for Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're watching.
We know
Fred
you're
Durst.
sitting in your townhouse right now listening to us.
What? Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
Those guys don't get enough respect.
Dude, I'm telling you, I will, to this day, hands down, one of my favorite bands if they got rid of Fred Durst. If it was just an instrumental band, all day.
Okay. Yeah. How dare you do that? How dare you take that away from that man?
Fuck him.
Bro. Dude, they changed the music game for all of what? 5 years?
Yeah.
They really did.
2000, wait, I guess maybe if you put like 98 to 2003.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm telling you, if you go on YouTube right now, which is where you're watching this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, bing, ding, bing, ding, bing. Tell your friends, tell your mom that her friends need to subscribe.
like, comment,
Anyway,
subscribe, hit the notification bell.
get that bell, hit it, and that way every time it goes a bing, and then they're like, "Oh, guys, they got a new video."
They got a new video, guys.
I love watching these guys talk. It's more entertaining than listening to them talk when you can see their stupid faces. Anyway, I digress. Limp Bizkit. If you go to YouTube and you look up Limp Bizkit instrumentals, that is the shit. Great band.
Yeah.
Talented musicians.
Wes Borland, dude. That dude's hustle is beyond the game.
Dude, for sure.
He's definitely, I would say, the most marketable fucking guitarist, like, just single-handedly by his gimmick, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's ever changing.
Mm-hmm.
Always evolving. And he's talented to boot.
Mm-hmm. I was really disappointed whenever he left them for the amount of time that he did.
I wasn't, because he came out with a solo album called Duke Lion or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Black album cover, shit. Correct?
Yeah, it was the weirdest shit I've ever listened to in my life. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. But the cool thing is, if you opened up the CD booklet, because back in the day we'd buy CDs, we didn't have all this digital shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you buy the CD booklet and you open it up and you're looking at it, and then there's a picture of him wearing a Ween shirt. He likes bands that I like.
Amazing.
Come on. Getting an Amber Alert. My bad.
That's okay. We had
the Santo Domingo Pueblo.
We had a big one come out in Texas over the weekend. There was a okay, I believe it was in Mejia is where this took place. I'm not exactly sure.
Where's Mejia?
It is up it is northwest of me off of 35, kind of headed towards the Waco area, but you head off west off of 35 instead of heading straight north.
Okay.
And there was a man who was pulled over on the side of the road, and the police officer, it was a state trooper, I believe, pulled up over on him because he thought he was broken down. Well, then the assailant then jumped out of the car and just started shot this man a few times. So they've been having what they call blue alerts, where they're looking for this man that shot this guy. The guy is in critical condition, but he's alive, but he got shot in the head and the shoulder. Gots to be more careful.
You do. Let me just.
You can't be pulling up on people like that.
Let me just pull up the crime statistics here for 2021. Jesus Christ. Year-to-date homicides
Is
in
this for New
Albuquerque
Mexico?
alone. Just Albuquerque.
Okay.
January, we had 14. February, we had 6 more.
It was a
And
slow month in February. Love was in
this
the
month,
air.
we only had 3. So we're sitting at 23 for the beginning of the year.
Everybody got that stimmy.
Yeah.
They're relaxing.
January was fucking bad, dude.
Mm.
14 in January. Crazy.
We have.
But we're sitting at 23. But it's kind of weird because that's all that you see coming up. Like, at least in my, like, news feed stuff for Albuquerque. Homicide, fatal shooting being investigated, all this stuff. Just people just shooting each other.
Yeah. Game has changed. It's the kids
Remember
nowadays.
when you could throw hands and not be a pussy?
No, don't go to that no more. People are too egotistical. They don't even want to do that because they're scared of getting their ass whooped. So they just pull a piece. It's just the way it is.
Because they know they'll get their ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of sad because it takes all the social dynamics out of everything, because now just the loose cannon of the group is like the ringleader. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As far as organizations and things like that, just because people can't test their position or call their bullshit because they're just worried about getting shot. Like there's places here in Texas, okay? Like you can go anywhere.
And Texas is huge.
Yeah, Texas is huge, right? And I can go to Austin, and let's say that I was to get into a verbal altercation with somebody, I'm not too worried. Because it doesn't roll like that in Austin. But if I was to go to Houston, you don't even, you just keep your mouth shut and you just walk the fuck away. Because in Houston, man, they do not play at all.
Dude, there was one time I had a group of friends from Austin. They were in a band and they were doing okay. They were touring a little bit in Texas, and all their stuff was in like a U-Haul, like a little U-Haul trailer attached to their car or their van. And they're driving through Houston and the fucking trailer falls off. They're kind of just stuck in like maybe the 5th Ward.
Mm-hmm.
The dirty nickel.
Not where you want to be.
And they're just 3, like I'm telling you, 3 St. Ed's white dudes.
Not
right?
the place to be.
Maybe 5. There's 5 of them. But my buddy Mike was just like, dude, we're standing out there and people just start coming out and standing on the porches and looking at us. Then all of a sudden, some dude came around in a bike. Just started circling and circling. And then they're just kind of like, what the fuck? And the guy rings his bell. Ding, ding. We got you surrounded. He's like, I've never been so scared in my fucking life from a bell. Ding, ding. We got you surrounded.
I mean,
and then they were able to get their shit together and get the hell out.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody offered to help them. They just kept watching them. Like, what the fuck are these white boys doing?
Yeah. I know that Greens Point, they call it Guns Point. That's where my celly was from. And I mean, that place is popping.
Is that up north or is that Houston area?
That's Houston area. It's all up down in that little strip. You know how they have all those little suburban little areas out there, but it's like Acres Point, Greens Point, yeah.
Katy, Mo City.
Yeah, Bay City, fucking Richardson.
My grandpa was born in Bay City.
All that shit out there, bro. You do not go to Houston and fucking run your goddamn mouth, because you'll catch a bullet quicker than anybody. And bro, these people out there, these kids out there, they're like 14, 15 years old carrying fucking 22 fucking pea shooters. Like, they don't even give a fuck. They'll let that motherfucker clap, like, without even blinking an eye, because that's just where they're at in their lives mentally. They don't give a fuck. Their father showed them the example and they just follow, you know. Or their dad's already in prison and they're running the streets trying to sell crack or sell drugs, fucking flipping weed, because that's just what they have to do to fucking keep mama's lights on. And those kids, bro, like, I met a lot of them, and a lot of them had a lot of potential, bro. Like, I met so many kids, so many black young males. They were really talented. Like, they were smart. They may have just been in a dumbass phase, but like, And these kids are young, bro. Like, you have to understand, I was like 32 when I entered the system, 32, 33, something like that. So, like, I'm damn near an old school on the block, and I'm walking in there, and there's like, I'm dealing with these kids, and these kids are like 18, 19, 20, and they got bodies,
Damn.
you know? And it's just like,
Yeah.
what in the
Well,
fuck, bro?
and isn't it like the 22 it's a small
Caliber, it's very small.
caliber, but it can do the most damage.
Right.
Like
Because
if
it
you're gonna put
ricochets.
an
The bullet enters your body and it just ricochets.
yeah,
Like, you could hit a rib and just bounce all the fuck around and just tear up all your internal organs.
Yeah, you don't want something that's just gonna blow a hole and they could pass in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want something clean.
Yeah, no, that.
That's trippy, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Here is like open carry,
Mm.
and so like you'll still have dudes like in just on observation. They're either dudes that run a liquor store or they're white dudes
Mm-hmm.
just walking around with a gun in a holster.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? I
Mhm.
get the liquor store owner. That makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like, if you have more turquoise on you than you do hair on your head, you're walking around with a pistol, thinking you're a goddamn Billy the Kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It gives these people, these individuals, like a self-preservation feeling. Like, no matter what, I'm okay. I'm good. I get in the store, I fuck somebody up, or I say something, I can just run my mouth, and ain't nobody gonna test me. You know, and that shit's just sickening. Like, I'm gonna be honest. My dad's one of those dudes. Like, he hasn't done it. I don't think he does it anymore since he's had his fucking health issues. But like, my dad would be one of those guys that would like open carry on his fucking hip. I just don't like it. I don't like it because I don't think that. First of all, you're posing a visual threat. Like, even though you think that you're there to keep other people safe or whatever, you're really just a visual threat.
And at least here, the police, if they have to respond to you at all, they're gonna draw on you, no matter what. Even if you're like, I helped, they're gonna be like, motherfucker, you got a gun. You know?
Yeah. You know, my dad, he even says it. Like, he said it. Like, I'm too old to fight. I'll just put a bullet in your ass. Like, no. Because
Lazy.
really, I think that coming into that situation, 8 out of 10 of those individuals wouldn't pull. In the reality of the second, of the moment, they wouldn't pull. Bro, I've had felony stops. I get pulled on. You know, I've had guns in my face. Like, I've done some bad things in my lifetime. I've not been opposed to ever fucking pulling a piece whenever I was allowed to carry. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't held a gun since I caught my charges, but like, guns were a very prominent part of my lifestyle that I lived for years. So like, I kind of got that egotistical vibe, you know. I had that at one point in time. So that's why I kind of view it that way now, stepping back and looking at it, everything that I've gone through and the time and and the realization of like, a lot of those guys kind of hide behind that sheet, you know. It's just a safety net for them. Those are the guys most of the time that they wanted to be cops, but they couldn't pass the physical. Those are the kids that in high school that got made fun of, and they wanted to be the principal. That way, whenever they got older, they could make sure that they you know, they had the power. You know, those are the guys. Those are them. Those are them.
Yeah. I remember hanging out with you at your house, and you were like, "Come to the garage with me," and I was like, "Okay." And you pulled out a taser, and you're like, "Yeah, you do me, I'll do you." I was like, "No, dude, what the fuck?"
What house was that at?
Hard pass, man.
Which house was that?
It was over there, the last one.
The Pinnacle one?
I think so.
Oh wow, bro.
You're down the street from Mitchell or whatever.
Yeah. Nah, dude, man, I had a lot of guns.
Yeah, but you're like, check this taser out. Oh, well, thank you. My wife is bringing me some vino.
No, some vino
for the show.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me while I pour this fizzy wine with the twist top
Ooh,
because I'm classy as a motherfucker.
high class.
This is the one you recommended. It's really good. It tastes like candy. It
Stella
goes
Rose?
down. Hell, yeah.
Yeah. that
New
shit's good.
sponsor, Stella Rose. Let's just show it.
Yep.
Stella Rose.
Yep.
This is the red.
Mm-hmm.
It's reasonably priced
Mm-hmm.
at your local liquor store, HEB, wherever you get your fine wines and spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Pick her up some Stella Rose.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. Tastes like fruit.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
I'd do too good. It's one of those things like that went down too easy.
Mm-hmm.
But
You'd be a
I was
bottle
over
in
here.
and you start getting that little headache and you're like, what's happening right now?
Oh, so much sugar. The sugar's getting me. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get the sugars. Well, and then I was already drinking a cider, and she.
Is that an East Sider or whatever?
Austin East Ciders? Yeah, you can find that around these parts. Austin East Ciders.
Did you get that shipped over to you or?
No, you can pick it up at the liquor store
That's cool.
down the street. Pick that up. You can also pick up some Lone Star down the street.
That's cool.
That's a Shiner, of course. Shiner's just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not hard to pick up old Texas vibes if you need them. But I would love to step foot in an HEB.
Mm.
I just want to walk around. I don't even want to buy nothing. I just want to go up to the deli guy and be like, "Hi, thank you for working here. You're awesome."
Dude, I love HEB so much.
Go up to the bakery lady and be like, "Hi, your donuts smell awesome.
The way you make those tortillas back there, they smell delicious.
They're amazing."
Dude, the HEB is so fucking legit, bro. Like, you guys out there, like, I know that you know, but, like, everybody else who lives out there and they've never had an HEB, bro, HEB is the fucking shit.
Hey, man, our listeners in Colorado have no idea.
Mm-mm.
Our listeners anywhere in the United States don't know HEB unless they've been to Texas or maybe Oklahoma.
They just announced that they are moving north through the Dallas area right now. They're about to open up 2 stores in Frisco, I believe. So the takeover is happening.
Frisco's Kroger country, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful out there. You get that Jerry Jones money. Jerry Jones, if he wants an HEB, he gets an HEB.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this crazy fucking story about Jerry Jones one time where he wanted Italian marble for his whatever kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "We put you on the wait list," I'm assuming. And he's like, "Wait list? Fuck you." And he bought the company.
Yeah.
And he got his marble, and then he sold it back to them.
He sold the whole company back to him?
Mm-hmm.
Fitting.
Like, I don't need you anymore.
Good for him.
I mean, it's the same dude that, like, oh, his son-in-law was caught cleaning his glasses. Next thing you know, there's those microfiber cloths with the Dallas Star available on their website. He's not above making a buck.
Mm-mm. I mean, do you blame the guy? Shit.
No.
Dude, their facility that they have out there in Frisco is insane.
They call it the $1 Million Mile. One of Patricia's friends lives out there.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus Christ.
I mean, those buildings are marble buildings.
Probably from Italy.
It's crazy, you know?
And make it a good price.
Yeah. The structures themselves, like, I couldn't imagine what the retail rents in that area in Frisco is worth. You know what I mean? You probably can't rent nothing for less than several thousand a month.
Dude, I have no clue. Carrie and Craig, they've lived out there for a while. So they were out there way before all that came in.
I mean, they got a fucking pro soccer team out there.
For real?
Yeah, they got a pro soccer MLS team out there. Me and Jen stopped out in Frisco probably about 8 months ago. We went to this restaurant to where they had like vintage video games and stuff, and you could eat, and it was like fancy little diner or whatever, but they had all these video game systems at the table, so you could play anything from whenever right there at your table.
That's dope.
and it was right on that mile, essentially. I mean, the fucking Cowboys training facility was right down the street. The MLS fucking arena was right there. Like, you could look out the window of the diner and see the MLS arena, all that stuff.
Dude, the thing about going to visit them is like from Albuquerque to there is like a 10-hour drive,
Mhm.
right? Just like straight across, pretty much. But once you hit Dallas, you're like, fuck, I still have 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's just like it takes forever to get through that city.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to
And I think,
Houston tomorrow.
oh yeah, Hustle
Yeah.
Town.
Not looking forward to it. Traffic over in that place is a bitch.
It is, but at least it's not summertime yet, and it won't be sticky humid.
Yeah.
It'll probably still be sticky humid, but not
It looks
hot.
like the temperature is going to be like 78, so it won't be bad tomorrow. But
Cool.
we got some big opportunities coming up out of there. We're going to see what happens, bro.
Cool. Sounds good. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just a Texas thing. If you're listening, you can comment. Are we the only ones that measure things in minutes rather than miles?
Texas
Like,
people?
yeah, because it's like, okay, I'm driving from San Marcos. I'll be there in an hour,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't go. It's 60 miles.
Right. No.
No. Where do you go? Oh, you go up the road a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how fast are you going? 35, 90?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
it's
you get
accurate.
to Dallas, you're 45 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how far are you from the airport? Half an hour.
Yep. Exactly. I'm 53
There's
minutes
no,
from the airport, Ryan.
yeah, and there's no way you can be like, 17.4 miles.
Mm.
You know, maybe we're not the only ones, but it's one thing I've noticed is just like, well, you know, you just go up there 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm right up the road. 2 minutes turns into 20. just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, you know, you have the time and the miles, but it just kind of turns into, kind of morphs into, like, I don't know, like distance. Everything is kind of monetized around time. Have you ever noticed that?
Lately, I have.
Like, you spend time
Mm-hmm.
with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You can waste time with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
You can, you could probably buy time.
Shit, I
You
wish.
know, you give time,
There you go.
right? Let me give you a few minutes. So it's like I'm giving you money, right? I'm spending money. I'm, wasting money. You know, why do we monetize something that's, I don't know what the word is, arbitrary? I think that's the word. You know, time is something we made up as people.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean anything.
I mean, that's the most, like I said, I think I've told you this before. To me, my time is the most fucking valuable thing.
Value, money.
It's the most valuable thing to me, as far as
Mm.
if I'm willing to give you my attention for an hour uninterrupted, like, honestly, like, you're valuable to me. You know, there's a reason that we have these hour-long conversations every week, you know, just
Mm-hmm.
doing this. Like, I have a lot of interactions with a lot of people, and I've gotten to a point as of late, to where I realize that business transactions and money do not really go hand in hand, that my time is much more value than the dollar amount that the business transaction may be worth to me, or the opportunity for growth and development of our brand. So I've gotten to a point in my life to where, if you're stressing me out over the little details of the things that are minuscule, that do not even, I shouldn't devote 5 minutes of my thought process to,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need to have this business transaction or this conversation at all. You
Mm-hmm.
know? Like, if we're gonna, if we're gonna try and put a thorn in each other's sides over the small things, considering you know how attentive I am to the small details. Like the
Mm-hmm.
small details are the most pressing out of any business, financial, emotional, any decision. Like that's the most valuable thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transparency is key, right? Whenever we're doing business. Um, but then you always get into gray area with people that you realize that no matter what you do for people, like it doesn't matter, that they're still going to be negative, or
Mm-hmm.
they're going to just want to be the thorn in your side just because that's what they want to do that day. And I've had a lot of fucking relationships as of lately that I've kind of just put the kibosh on because it's not fiscally responsible time wise.
Yeah,
Makes sense?
it does. It makes sense to me. Like, because I mean, why spend your time stressing? Like, especially if like you're doing something and you're involved and you're invested in it, and it's just drawn out, just like
Mm-hmm.
taking forever, and then you get like $20.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, is all that back and forth, all that communication, all that time spent worth the end result?
Right.
Right now, if I'm gonna spend that time and you're gonna give me buku bucks for it, fuck yeah, I'll do that all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's just like me, all right, cool, calm down, you're fine. Me, all
Mm-hmm.
right, well, we said we're gonna do that. Me,
This isn't
all right,
working for me. I don't
it'll
think that
be
we can establish a.
$25.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. So, like,
Right.
for an example, as of lately, like, I don't know if you saw my Facebook, but I'm selling all my paintball stuff.
I did see that.
I'm selling it all because there's no reason for me to hold on to it because it's just really money, right? It's just money and it takes up space.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not emotionally connected to 98% of that stuff.
Is
Right?
that something that you ever thought like, oh, maybe I'll pass it on to my
No.
kids, or
Like, no.
are
Chance
you at
has
least
no
holding on to a
interest.
jersey?
I mean, like, I have like special jerseys that mean something to me that I'm always going to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things that I won MPPLs in, like I'm going to keep those,
Mm-hmm.
or things like teams that I made that I was super proud of that I never thought I would get. Like, of course, I'm going to keep those things. But like, I could have sold like all of my paintball stuff this week and made $2,000, but all the me, me, back and
Mm-hmm.
forth. And can I have
Mm-hmm.
70 pictures of a fucking item that is 2 feet? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not gonna do
Yep.
all that. Like, I've
Yeah.
already given my effort, and it is what it is. Well, can you take PayPal instead of Venmo or blah blah blah? No, I'm not going to. I'm not interested. I just don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah. Like, not to say like we shouldn't bend over backwards for people that are worth it, because I feel like that develops a good working relationship. But if it's a one shot deal of like, are you interested or not?
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes like, well, do you still have this item?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. And can you come down about $40? No, not really. Is it possible that you could ship it to me instead of me meeting you?
Mm-hmm.
No. Like, you live in the same fucking town.
Yeah. First of all, you messaged me.
Mhm.
I didn't message you.
Mhm.
So you know what it is
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Right?
I've dealt with some stuff I've on Facebook for like rollerblading stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, shout out Michael Galloway. He hit me up today because I posted a picture of a box that I built over the
I
weekend.
saw that. That was cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's fun. It's a little taller than I was expecting it to be, because I didn't account for the height of the PVC
Mm-hmm.
itself. So it takes a lot for this fat boy to get up in the air. So it's just like, but it's fun. It's fun. It keeps me active. But anyway, Michael Galloway. I think it was the discovery of, oh shit, you rollerblade, and I'm like, yeah, rollerblade. He's like, oh, here's a picture of me. So it was just cool to make that connection. But rollerblade community is pretty close, tight knit community. But on the Blade Trade Outpost, that's what it is. Like, I've sold 3 pairs of skates
Mm-hmm.
on Blade Trade, and it wasn't really that involved. I'll be like, I know this will fit in a priority large box, so that you're looking at $25 in shipping.
Mm-hmm.
It's boot only, so it is what it is. I'll take a couple pictures, but no one was ever like, "Can I get 17 more pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Can you zoom in on this?"
Mm-hmm.
People were just like, "Oh, dope. Those I haven't seen those in a while. Are
Right.
they available?" Yes, they are. How much you asking? This much. Cool. Do I pay for shipping? Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. And like for me, like I'm a collector of. So sorry about that. I'm a collector of a certain line of sandanas, and what those are like headgears, right? So it's
Cool.
basically like a band, right? And then it
Mhm.
has all the mesh material of camouflage that
Mhm.
rolls down the head, and it creates like a long thing in the back, right?
Mhm.
They're old school merchandise. They're very hard and they're very pricey, right? And these people, they think that they can finesse online
Mm.
behind these products. Like, I don't know how much the value of these products are worth, right? They're like, I'll give you $85 right now. I'm like, bitch, we both know that I can like make a post over here on this marketplace and I'll sell this thing for $125 with no sweat off my sack. Like, why are you even trying to finesse me right now?
Mhm.
Don't. Like, at that point, I just end the conversation, read it,
Yeah.
delete. You're out of there,
Yeah, it's
buddy.
not like I was walking down the street and I ran it. Happened to look over at a garbage can and there was this thing. So I thought I'd post it here and see if anybody would be interested, specifically in the paintball thing,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously I know it's a part of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
You
put
know.
all of my merchandise. Like I had like just a stack of shit that I just unpiled, right? And that's
Hmm.
really only a quarter of my stuff. Only a quarter.
Damn,
I mean,
that's
Ryan.
still a lot.
Yeah,
It was a lot on that post.
yeah. I have rare T-shirts that you will not find anywhere that were, produced in like 2008. That are like 2003, 2008. That whole era that look damn near brand fucking new. That I don't even post on there.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I have pants, jerseys, packs, tanks, guns, hoppers, the whole fucking spiel. Like it would take me 3 days just to take all of the pictures of all of these things. And I'm like just saying, look, just give me $1,400 and get the fuck out of the way and just take it. Like don't.
Hmm.
We're talking like guns that like are worth paintball markers that are worth $800. You know, and I'm putting gun, masks, tanks, loaders, packs, all of these things, $1,400 fucking dollars. Just get it the fuck out of here.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Can't do it. Won't do it.
I'm that way. I have like, so in rollerblading, I've been a part of the for like the last 20 something years. Um, and there's been companies that have come and gone,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not like we had a heyday in the mid to late 90s, uh, dipped off. We got kicked out of the X Games. Um, then now it's a thing where they're trying to petition to get it back in because it's picking up in popularity again. And there's some really talented people out there pushing the sport. Um, but I have like mind game T-shirts. I have 4x4 shirts that like these companies don't exist anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not a medium guy anymore. Like, there's no way in fuck. Like, even if I lost weight, my body's just not
Yeah.
that way anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, am I holding on to it for the sake of holding on to it, or am I holding on to it and maybe Ez would be into them, or like, what do I do with that stuff? Like, why do I still hold on to it? It's the nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
It's the
exactly. It's that whenever you're flipping through your closet, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling when you pan across
hmm
it that once every month.
hmm But I'm like, oh, this is kind of also depressing because I'm fucking fat.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I'm the same way. I mean, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. But it is what it is. I
Yeah.
like the fact that my old lady, she likes to wear all of those shirts and things like that, so they get worn. So that's good. Like I have a bunch of Virtue paintball T-shirts, and this bitch will actually like on days that she's going to work, like her her work attire is not serious. You know, she can wear whatever the fuck she wants.
That's
I'll
cool.
catch this bitch walking out of the fucking house wearing like a paintball jersey that I fucking won an MPPL in or something like that, like 12 years ago. Like, just fucking hilarious to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, gives me that warm fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, I don't think Patricia would wear two pistols like pointed at each other and just as guns blazing.
Yeah, probably not a good career decision for her.
Yeah, in a therapy session.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? I have a cardigan on over it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's really cool. There's an elephant and he's pink. It's cool. But yeah. I don't know.
What kind of comedic stuff do we have for the show this week? Let's talk about something. Let's talk about Biden falling down on the steps.
What?
Getting on the airplane and he fell down. That was like last week or something like that. You see that?
No clue.
Man. He fell not once but twice going up to Air Force One.
Going up the stairs?
Going up the stairs. And it's like, it takes me back to the episode of Old People When They Fall.
Oh, dude.
It was the whole, like,
slap.
Yeah, the first time, like, he kind of did the slow fucking roll, right? And then he caught himself. And then he got up and he stood back up and he took like 3 more steps. And then he fell completely the fuck over, bro. I don't think the man's going to make it through 4 years.
Well, he's already, what, 80?
Yeah.
So
Well, they say he'll be
falls.
80. I think they said that he'll be 82 or 83 if he was to get reelected.
Oh, geez. Oh, no. Dude, just take your time.
Yeah.
That plane is not going anywhere
They're
without
waiting on you, Playboy.
Yeah, dude, you're the man. There's no reason to briskly jaunt upstairs.
At that age, why the fuck are you briskly doing anything?
I don't know. The only thing you should be briskly doing is iced tea. That's it, son.
I mean, just breathe, bro.
Mr. President, maybe Reptile Man. Hey, listen. There's no reason to scamper up them stairs.
No. You're not a spring chicken anymore, Playboy.
No, none of us are. And Chris and I are like half your age. And we know we should not be like, hey, upstairs.
I don't even run from the police. You're never going to catch me running up the stairs to get on fucking anything like Air Force One. I know they're going to wait on me.
What are you going to do when you get up there? Breathe heavy for a little bit?
Wipe the sweat from my brow and catch my breath?
Oh, no. I just took a shinner on the fucking way up. I think I might have broke something. Oh, Lord. Jojo, what'd you do?
Embarrassing, right? Embarrassing. And it just tore up Twitter, bro. Like, Twitter was just blown up. Like, everywhere I went that day when it happened, it was like Joe Biden fell not once but twice. And it was like on TMZ. It was on CNN. It was like everywhere.
Is this the end?
This is where the takeover happens. Kamala's coming in and she's going to take over. You know what I mean? The whole thing
she does.
comes out.
Anywhere he goes, she puts a flight of stairs in front of him.
Yeah.
They stay at a hotel. She's like, fucking elevator. I want this man going up 90 flights of stairs.
Bro, he's out of there.
Listen here, Kamala. I can
just
jog.
take your time, bro.
I can jog up these stairs. I can get up there quicker than you can.
Bro, you can't. I don't even run to the kitchen to eat, and I don't run to the bedroom to fuck. I definitely don't run from the police. You ain't gonna catch me running my fat ass anywhere nowadays. Like, I got to that point even in paintball, bro. Like, it was funny because, like, I didn't even run whenever I would run down the field and, like, bunker people and shit, bro. I wouldn't even run. It was more like a brisk walk.
Power rocking. Watch out now. Your heels coming up.
Look at that shuffle that fat boy's got. I need to take a fucking video. I have a video of an event where I did a run through, Ryan, and we need to take that and we need to put it at the cut segment at the very end of the show because you can tell it's not a run. This man runs nowhere.
Yeah. Let's do that, dude. I'm in telling you here, man. With the altitude,
Mm-hmm.
like I played with Ez and one of his friends at the park the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, "I'm a dinosaur. I'm chasing you," and I was like,
I
"I'm gonna die."
okay.
Like I am so afraid that I am just gonna die one day, just because I can't breathe.
Yeah, no, that's gonna happen to all of
Like
us.
it's been the only time in my life that I felt like I was gonna die doing something
Mm-hmm.
was playing indoor soccer.
Ooh, I couldn't
And I
do
was
it. Mm-mm.
running back and forth. And I was probably, we moved here when I was 30. So I was probably like 32,
Mm-hmm.
31. Thought, oh no, I can hang with these guys. And I mean, the team's name was Midlife Crisis FC. So I was like, oh, I'll fit right in. Um, yeah, dude, sprinting. Because Ryan doesn't do anything slowly.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a weight bench in front of me, I'll be like, cool, what was I doing when I was 18? All right, let's start that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly where my mind goes. Like, oh, my max was this when I was 17 and lifting on the regular. Let's just start there. I'm bigger now. I probably can do it easily. So, like, I'm running back and forth in this warehouse and I feel like my lungs are going to explode. Like, I call in a sub. I can't even drink water, Chris. I take a swig
Mm-hmm.
and just spit it out because I'm breathing so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is it. This is how I die. I die in a warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's the freakiest stuff. And
So let's talk about that real quick. Let's touch on that. Do you feel like that you could go back right now and let's say that do you think you could beat your max lift at 18 years of age?
yeah,
Oh
probably.
yeah, I think so.
I
Absolutely.
mean, I weigh like, I don't know, what was I back then?
Fucking 140, 150
Right?
soaking wet.
Now I'm like 200. So yeah, easily. It's like doing a push-up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I could do my max bench. I could probably beat my max squat. Power clean I was never good at. I'd probably pop myself in the chin and have to get stitches.
I'm looking for this
What about
video.
you?
I am listening 100%. I'm just looking for this video. I'm going to send it
It's
to you
cool.
right now. I just got to go through my timeline because I know it's here.
Would you feel like you could beat yours?
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I got that old man brute fucking strength nowadays, bro. Like whenever I was in the
That's a thing.
penitentiary. It's real. It's real.
That's a thing, dude. For real. We got that old man strength. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Like I tell kids at the school this all the time. Like, don't mess around. I could pick you up and run laps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's nothing.
Bro, these youngsters, bro, they like to try an old school in the penitentiary. Like especially in they're part of an organization. You know, you got these young dudes that all they do is work out all fucking day, and these kids are like cut the fuck up. Like they look like gods. And it's embarrassing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because here we are, me and you, we got beer bellies and we're fucking bald and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But these kids, they want to fucking
Get it.
try and wrestle up. They want to try and play fucking grab ass and shit like that, bro. And I'll tell you what, I had about 5 youngsters try to do that shit to me, bro. And each one was just blown away by the amount of fucking grown man strength where I would just pick them the fuck up and carry them across the entire fucking hall. You know what I mean? Or the fucking dorms that we were in
Mm-hmm.
and just squeeze every ounce of fucking breath out of them when they were in my arms to where they couldn't fucking do anything. And they're like, my God, I've never been held or been fucking
Mm-hmm.
squeezed like that in my entire fucking life, man, bro. That old man strength is real. Like, yeah, it is real.
Mm-hmm. It's no joke.
Okay, here we go. I just found it. This is
And I don't know what it is.
August 10th, 2019. Okay. I'm going to send this to you in Messenger. Okay.
Okay.
But,
And I'll clip it on the end here.
hold on here. Let me see here.
But yeah, like it's interesting to look back because I'm pushing 40. My beard is turning grayer by the second.
Here we go.
I have long gray hairs in my mustache now,
Yeah.
like long, and it's just like, what the fuck? But at the same time, I'm like, embrace it, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be a silver fox one day.
Yeah. Like, I'm already there. Like, I got the gray. It just, It just takes over the sides of my beard.
See, yeah, see that?
Yep, I got that.
That, and I got the fangs right here,
Mm-hmm.
starting to fill in the front, and I got exact symmetrical spot over here.
Hard for me to hear you at certain points.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you
When
go.
I turn my face away.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here I got the same symmetrical spot.
Mm-hmm. I have it too. I
Gray,
used some
gray.
of that just for men.
Oh,
The
yeah?
gray beard shit. I used it, and like I liked the way it looked, but at the same time, like, bro, fuck that. I'm not gonna spend $9 a box on just for men, just so that you can't see some gray that is some wisdom. Oh yeah, that's a C. Haley Sprint nowadays. That's what you get right there.
What's your 40?
Fuck, bro. I couldn't even. Back then or now?
That, well, both. So you in football at your peak,
Mm-hmm.
and the Chris that was running in this video,
Oh, geez.
if you want to call that running.
Yeah, no, that's not running, bro. I couldn't. My dude, I never broke a 5-second 40. I don't think in my life.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no, never. In high school, you
I
probably
got
could have put some pussy at the fucking finish line, and I would have been there in like 3.5 seconds flat. All state. Naked pussy, oh, I'm coming. Nowadays, you could put fucking 17 naked pussies in a fucking 7-course meal and first class tickets to Vegas, and I still wouldn't run. I might trot at a brisk pace. You might get a trot.
Remember that when we would do the walk trot to the big house?
Mm-hmm.
So we would just or the big room, whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like we were running, but we're actually walking.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you're putting more effort in.
Yep.
I remember one time Coach Nunez told me, if you shave that mustache off your face, you'd run faster. I'm like, the fuck does that matter?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a fucking helmet. It's not like I'm aerodynamic at this moment.
You're right.
But I don't know. I had speed.
Yeah, you did. You're fast.
I'm still pretty, like, what was it, probably 2 years ago? Kids were outside at the high school just sprinting, like running sprints and like challenging each other. Like, I'll race you. And I was like, I bet you 95% of the staff I could beat in a foot race.
Mm-hmm.
And people would be like, all right, let's go. And I'm racing this 22-year-old dude and just smoked him.
Mm-hmm.
Next dude comes up, same size as me. I'm like, for real, dude? Yeah. All right. Smoked him. Then some young kids, like 16-year-old kids, are like, I'll race you, mister. I'll race you. I was like, all right, let's go. One dude, just, and it was close, but I'm keeping up with 16-year-olds, like, but I'm winning. Tap, tap, tap. Undefeated, because I know who's fast, and I'm not racing them. See?
Remember that Seinfeld episode?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Tonight when you're laying in bed, go to Google and type in Seinfeld the race episode. And it's about Jerry Seinfeld. He raced somebody in high school and he cheated and he got a fucking false start, but he kept running and he won the race. And he refused to ever race the man again because he knew that he would beat him. And then they ended up racing, like they just stumbled across each other in the diner one day. And he's like, the guy's like, hey, I remember Jerry. You remember you cheated me on that race? And anyway, the whole show revolves around the race. And at the very end of the episode, the cut scene is they're lined up again and they're about to race, right? And they're going 3, 2, 1. And as they say 1, Jerry Seinfeld just takes off and beats him again.
Yeah, dude. There's this one kid. He kept like, oh no, let's run it back. I was like, I only do one race a day, son.
One and done,
Like,
youngster.
I was like, you can come back to me in like a month.
I shot my wad,
maybe.
youngster. We're out of there.
And then he was like, I raced him 3 total times, and I beat him every time. The last time I raced him, we're sitting in the office, and he's trying to be like, oh no, man, I beat Mr. Ryan. I was like, excuse me?
Ooh.
He's like, I beat you. And I was like, nah, maybe in your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening right now. He's like, oh, come on. And I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, I'm in freaking slacks
Mm-hmm.
and fucking a button down t-shirt with fucking dress shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, let's go. Let's go to the parking lot. We'll do it right now. He's like, okay. And he's a basketball gear and shit. And Marcus said, go. Pew, take off. It was close, but I still beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, never tell anyone you beat me again. Like, for real, dude. I was just like,
Here's my story about the
that's
most.
my competitiveness, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get real competitive. I'm not good at it, a lot of things, but I'm real competitive.
That Mexican's quick. That Mexican will get up and move. He'll shoot like a
Dude.
rocket up the ass, bro. You're quick.
Still.
I'm going to tell you the last time that I ran, and it really wasn't that long ago. It was probably less than a month ago. Okay.
Mhm.
So, just to kind of give you some background, like I found this Zen that would just make me happy. I went to Walmart. No, we ended up, I think it was Walmart or Target or somewhere. Well, me and Jennifer, we bought this kite.
Mhm.
And it was like a big jellyfish. That's what it looked like, right? And
Mhm.
it just makes me happy just to fly a kite because I have a
Mhm.
big open field right behind my house with a
I
school,
seen it.
and I go out there and I fly the kite, right? And it just
Yeah.
makes me happy
Mhm.
because it's just peaceful and it gets me away from my phone or people. It just, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I have this day to where me and my oldest son, like, we're just butting heads. He's not listening. He's wanting to buck the system. He's just being a shithead, right? And I
Mhm.
start talking to him and I'm like, do you enjoy flying this kite? And he's like, yeah, but not really. It's kind of lame. Like, and I get pissed. Bitch, how fucking dare you? I'm in my head, bitch, I love this. How fucking dare you, bitch? You know, and that's where I'm going in my mind. How dare you spit on my fucking kite, this jellyfish, this magnificent creature in the space that's just flowing in Gerald, Texas. Like, how dare you? And I yanked the fucking thing out of his hands, you know what I mean? And I'm like, just get out of my goddamn face. Leave me to my fucking kite. Go. Get. Right? So I'm just in my own head and I'm flying my kite trying to find my zen again. Like, oh, this is great. This is magnificent. Everything about this is peaceful right now. This is where I belong in the world, you know, and it just makes me happy.
Mhm.
Because I do all this stupid shit because, you know, it's a jellyfish and it has like the little legs that come off. And it just amazes me for some reason. Right? Well, anyway, I got this motherfucker up probably 100 feet up in the air. Well, I get this idea that, like, I'm going to go play with the boys on the whole playscape and everything like that. So I
Mhm.
find a fire hydrant and I strap the fucking handle into the chain on the fire hydrant, right? And then I
Mhm.
start to walk away. The wind instantly shifts directions on me as I'm about 30 feet away from this fire hydrant, and I see the handle come off of this chain that I had rigged in there so beautifully in my mind. And I see it just as the handle comes off of the chain and the wind starts to take it away. Mind you, I'm in blue jeans, I'm in boots, I'm in a button down, I'm in a 5950 hat, like I'm just to the nines, right? At the park,
Mhm.
essentially. And I see my life just go up in flames as this motherfucker starts to take off, right? So I take off, bro. And I'm getting it. Right? And I look back and I see people like walking the track. You know what I mean? They're like, holy fuck, you know, like, look at this guy. I kind of look over and I see Jen like, you know, and I get about that far from grabbing that bitch before it hits the building and the string starts growing up out of my grip. My fucking kite flew all across Gerald, Texas, and I just watched it fly away. Demoralizing.
Yeah. Especially after people had to see you run.
Exactly, bro. I was shitting and getting too. Jennifer said, I never in my life seen you run that fast, even on a fucking paintball field.
Priorities.
Yes. It was bad, bro.
That's funny. You could be missing the bus to take you to go win the winning lottery ticket, and you'd be like, "I'll get the next one."
Yeah. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, motherfucking kite. Damn, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Tough.
it's. I mean, it's hard with little ones to not be active. You know,
Mhm.
like it. But I feel it. I feel it more now, and I'm so afraid. Like if I did try to foot race somebody, I'd be like those fucking those AFV, America's Funniest Home Video, just fucking those old people just and then just losing my balance and pop, 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 looking like a beached whale out there,
Mhm.
belly first in some asphalt. Not happening. Because once you get this weight moving,
It's hard to stop. Mhm.
Telling you, man.
Mhm.
And that was another thing with the playing soccer. It was a co-ed team, and I'd be get the ball, and like a tiny girl would step up in front of me and be like, and it's like one of those like just wrap them up and pick them up and be like, here, sorry,
Mhm.
because if not, boom,
You're getting leveled.
and I'm still going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I will say this: if I knew then what I know now, I'd be a better football player
Mhm.
because I wouldn't be afraid to go full speed.
Mhm.
Because I always kind of back then, like,
Mm-mm.
but now I'd just be like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you hard.
Yeah.
You know,
You know that they do that fucking shit every so often to where you can actually put on the fucking pads and go play.
for real.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Hasn't been happening since COVID, but now that,
Well,
COVID doesn't exist anymore.
my question is, since I didn't play varsity, would they allow me to play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I know I'm no Adam Pena, but hopefully they would let me on the field.
He didn't play varsity either, Ryan.
I know I got his helmet freshman year because he quit, and I was like, "Oh, new helmet."
Let me put this dome on real quick. Fits just right.
Yeah, and that's the first thing I did with that helmet is I laid someone out because they went into the flats, and I was like, "Not on my watch."
Mm-hmm.
Pop.
Bro, I have my senior helmet. My parents actually have it. But my fucking
You know,
helmet from senior year, dude, there was so much damage on that motherfucker, dude.
mm-hmm.
That thing
See,
had war marks like I never had for a season.
dude, I kind of regret not playing my last
I
year,
wish you would have. It would have been good for you.
but man, I spent so much time on the fucking bench.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So did I at senior year, bro. Like, listen, sophomore year, I was starting JV.
Mm-hmm.
I should have been a freshman. I was starting on JV. Like, come
Yeah.
on. And those were the guys that, like, the next year they were fucking starting on the fucking varsity and shit, bro. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That was a favoritism game. We all know that.
Oh,
Oh, you
you
got a
remember
hunting
who?
ranch I can come out and shoot some hogs and deers at? Oh, your boy's starting. He's getting all the playing time.
You remember who was in front of me? We don't have to name names.
Mm-mm. We don't have to name names. I already know.
Same size.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably faster than him. He could maybe hit a little bit harder than me.
I don't know. I mean, you probably because you had that. You pulled back.
Um, dare I say it?
No, don't even, because
They're
it's
not
not
gonna
even
let
worth fucking.
they're not gonna let a little brown boy start in front of that person.
Right. No, that's correct. That's correct. Oh, you're cooking with grease now.
That boy's got a mustache. People are gonna think we have a 30-year-old playing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep him on the bench until 2 minutes left in the game. We'll throw him out there. All right, Dahoy, let's get out there. And all right, cool. That was fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fucking high five. My jersey's still clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
I didn't get
just
a lot
don't
of
want
playing
to.
time my senior year by any means, bro. But, like, dude, I just stuck it out just to stick it out, just to see. Just to see. Like, to say
Well,
that I
and
did
you
it.
had
I
been
played
playing.
10 fucking years of that shit, bro. I got
Yeah.
CTE bad. Definitely.
Yeah, you're playing back in the Pop Warner days, so
Yeah.
I mean, you got to see it through the end.
Yeah.
But
That's the only reason I
I, s-
did. So I was definitely in the same boat with like I didn't want to do it. You know how I felt. Like sophomore year, my only focus was on pussy.
dude, my junior year, I remember I walked in, I talked to Coach Strahan. I was like, I'm quitting. He goes, no, you're not. And I go, what? He's like, you're not quitting. I'm like, but yeah, I am. He's like, nah, I don't think so. I was like, whatever you want to think, that I'm just gonna be turning in my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did. I stuck to my guns on that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't talked back into anything.
Yeah. No, you were
I
pretty
just,
good about sticking to your guns. Didn't matter who
depends
it
on what.
was.
It was my grandma, and I was like, damn, dead ass, we're gonna go do this. Grandma said no, so we gotta change our plans.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the only time I was ever like, nah, ain't happening.
Yeah.
I try to be good. I try to be good about sticking to, stand down for the little guy. You're not gonna push me around anymore, and those bigger guys aren't gonna push me around anymore, and I'm gonna join theater. I'm gonna be in so many goddamn plays. You just watch. I'm gonna be in all of them, and I fucking was. I was in every play I auditioned for,
Nice.
albeit some small small parts of like, oh yeah, this scene has a Mexican playing poker. That's you, okay? Because theater teacher liked to typecast.
Mm-hmm.
It was always the same people were the leads and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And A Streetcar Named Desire. You're Pablo. Cool. Just happy to be in the play. But no, I found my true calling. Theater.
That's good.
Nah,
That's good.
it's
I'm
fun.
glad that you did what you did. I mean, you it was your discretion 100%, and like I wasn't disappointed in you by any means.
Yeah, I could only take getting beat up every week for no result.
Those days were bad.
It's fucking. There's even times where I was like, I'd pull my finger and be like, I'm gonna fucking jam this finger, and I go for the ball, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I called it, and that's the thing. Like we've talked about, like, you put the energy out there that you get what you give,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's already
And so, like,
manifested. Whenever that's the thing with me and you.
yeah,
Like if you have those negative thoughts, like 9 out of 10 times, when you have those negative thoughts, you're speaking that shit into existence, and that's real.
hmm
That's real.
yeah. I mean,
Manifestation is 100% fucking accurate and real. It is. If you if you don't know what it is, you need to research it and you need to get on board with that shit because that shit is fucking real, Ryan. That's how I made parole. That's how I came home when I came home. That's how I've made all the decisions that I've made up until today. And we're in a position to where like this is about to round a corner for everybody. Like
mhm.
manifestation is fucking real. If you don't do it, you need to think about who you are and what you need to accomplish in life and you need to fucking get on it because once you start speaking things to your mind's eye and you believe it, it's almost like fake it till you make it.
Mhm.
And if you sell the idea to yourself, because yourself is the number one critic of everything, every idea, every thought, every emotion, every feeling that you have. If you sell the idea to you as this is the right path, this is what I'm going to do, that's what exactly the fuck is going to happen. And it doesn't matter the conditions or the stress that it takes to get to that point. If you've manifested it and you follow through and you're accurate, bro, it will happen. It will happen.
100%.
100% because there's times when I've manifested things like I have to handle this. I'm not going to get into specifics of it, but like bro, it might be like a 12th hour type thing, like an execution stay. You know what I mean? Like the most off the wall shit that you have to accomplish that you feel like there's not 1 ounce of hope for, bro. If you manifest it and you are true to yourself, doors open.
Oh yeah.
You've seen it.
Mhm.
You've witnessed
I've
it.
started. I've started to apply it.
Uh huh.
Um, I've been the most critical person to myself ever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And just recently, in the past few months, I've started a mantra, and it's kind of set the tone for me.
Mm-hmm.
And even today, when I was skating, I kept missing this trick, missing this trick, missing this trick, but I wasn't getting mad, and I wasn't saying, "Like, fuck this." I'm falling, like, I hit the ground a couple times, but I just kept telling myself, "I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna land this fucking trick."
Mm-hmm.
It might have taken me like 10 tries, but I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah, I knew I could fucking do it."
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I think that's a good part to end on.
Mm-hmm.
The positivity, the manifestation. You create your own path,
Mm-hmm.
and people are gonna try to deter that path. They're gonna try to throw obstacles in that path. But as long as you stay on that path, you can achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing it, and I'm living it. I see it in you. I see it in myself. So I recommend everybody who's listening, everybody who's watching this, do the same for yourself.
In manifestation, even though we're about to end this, it starts even as something as you setting a goal on a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
You set a goal on a piece of paper, you fold that bitch up into as many folds as you can, and you sleep on that. You put that under your fucking mattress, and that's the easiest way to manifest. And I mean, it's like the energy of manifestation, like it eats up that message. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
And if you allow to actually make yourself believe in those goals, like it's achievable. It's done. It's already done.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. And
Simple.
come fucking June, you're gonna see. Come fucking June, everybody's gonna see.
100%.
100%.
So check us out on Instagram. We got our Facebook fan page, whatever it is. We got the Twitter. We got this thing going on the YouTubes. We still got the audio versions available: Spotify, Apple iTunes,
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
We got all those. So find us, tell a friend, hit us up. We're easy to find. We're all over the place. So strength, love, confidence, positivity,
Manifestation.
and success.
Delta8dudes.com. What's the goddamn deal?